Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The Diagnostic Trouble Code P24C0 indicates a malfunction in the canister change-over valve's closure mechanism in the Honda CR-V 2023 and newer models. This code is specifically triggered when the Powertrain Control Module, PCM, detects that the relative pressure from the Emission Leak Control Module, ELCM, pressure sensor is less than an acceptable threshold. The ELCM is crucial for managing evaporation emissions from the fuel system. It helps to control the pressure within the fuel system by monitoring leaks and ensuring that the fuel vapors are properly handled. The canister change-over valve, an integral component in this system, is responsible for regulating airflow into and out of the emissions canister. If this valve fails to close properly, it can lead to various emissions-related issues and trigger the P24C0 code. Understanding this defect is important for timely diagnosis and repair, ensuring compliance with emissions standards and optimal vehicle performance. The P24C0 DTC indicates a malfunction in the canister changeover valve's ability to close. The canister changeover valve plays a vital role in controlling emissions by managing the flow of fuel vapors. Located in the emissions control system, it ensures that harmful vapors from the fuel tank are directed to the charcoal canister, where they are stored until they can be purged into the engine to be burned off. The ELCM pressure sensor assists in monitoring pressure levels within the system, allowing the PCM to detect abnormalities. When the PCM identifies that the relative pressure is lower than expected, it triggers the P24C0 code. This malfunction can lead to unsuitable fuel vapor management, impairing the vehicle's emissions control capabilities. There are several potential causes for the P24C0 DTC, necessitating thorough diagnostics. A faulty ELCM pressure sensor can lead to incorrect pressure readings, resulting in the PCM believing that the canister changeover valve is malfunctioning. Additionally, a blockage in the drain tube can prevent proper airflow and pressure management, leading to system failures. The canister one-way valve itself might be defective, failing to close properly and allowing vapor escape. The EVAP leak check module can also become inoperative, affecting the entire emissions control operation. Each of these potential causes contributes to incorrect system behavior, highlighting the need for a systematic approach when troubleshooting this code. The symptoms associated with the DTC P24C0 can manifest in various ways. The most immediate indicator is the illumination of the check engine light, which alerts the driver to the presence of a malfunction. Additionally, vehicles may fail emissions tests, as the malfunction affects how effectively the system manages evaporative emissions. Drivers may also notice a decline in fuel economy, as inefficient handling of evaporative emissions can lead to performance issues. Furthermore, a rough engine idle may occur, highlighting underlying issues with the vehicle's fuel management system. Understanding these symptoms is crucial for timely diagnosis and addressing the underlying issues linked to DTC P24C0. The first step in troubleshooting DTC P24C0 involves starting the engine and allowing it to idle without a load, either in park or neutral, until the radiator fan activates. This step helps stabilize the engine conditions for monitoring. Utilizing the HDS, which is the Honda Diagnostic System, technicians should monitor the EVAP PC duty, or purge control duty, while holding the engine at approximately 3,000 RPM. It's essential for this duty to be at 20% or more for at least 4 minutes, as this ensures that the ELCM is functioning correctly under operational conditions. After this duration, it's crucial to let the engine return to idle and check the OBD status for DTC P24C0. This step is vital, as it provides initial insights into the performance and functionality of the emission system, while guiding potential next steps. For the second troubleshooting step, start by disconnecting the drain tube from the EVAP leak check module. It is essential to create a proper connection to determine whether blockages exist within the system. After disconnecting, a hose should be connected to the drain tube, followed by attaching a vacuum pump with a gauge to this hose. The vacuum pump is crucial as it allows for the assessment of pressure management within the system. Once connected, pressure should be applied to the hose. If the system is clear and operating correctly, it should not hold pressure. This ensures that there are no blockages in the drain tube, allowing for proper venting and pressure control within the emission system, which is critical for the accurate diagnosis of DTC P24C0. Following the initial pressure test, the next step is to further examine the canister one-way valve. After disconnecting the hose from the drain tube, attach it to the canister one-way valve. Subsequently, connect the vacuum pump and gauge to this hose, mirroring the previous setup. Again, pressure needs to be applied to this new connection. By doing this, you can assess if the one-way valve is functioning properly. The normal condition is that pressure should not be retained. If the valve fails to close appropriately, it will indicate a malfunction affecting system integrity. It's important to note any abnormalities observed during this test, as they will direct the technician to the specific component requiring repair or replacement, whether it be the ELCM system itself or the EVAP leak check module. Once the necessary repairs have been made, it is crucial to verify that the issue has been resolved. Start this process by using the HDS to clear the DTC P24C0 from the PCM, ensuring all stored data is reset. Following this, a thorough road test should be performed to monitor the vehicle's performance under various conditions. It is essential to keep an eye out for any return of the DTC or related symptoms, as this will confirm whether the issue has been successfully resolved. During this test, regular usage conditions should replicate typical driving scenarios. Monitoring fuel economy and engine performance will provide additional data to further verify the fix. This step ensures that the repair was thorough and that the emissions control system operates correctly. Preventive maintenance plays a pivotal role in mitigating issues related to DTC P24C0. Regular inspections of the emissions control system can identify potential problems before they lead to system failure. It is advisable to check the EVAP components routinely, including the canister, one-way valve, and associated lines for wear or blockages. Maintaining proper fuel levels is also essential, as running the vehicle with low fuel can introduce complications within the emissions system. Furthermore, keeping the system clean and free from debris will prevent blockages that could lead to pressure discrepancies and trigger diagnostic trouble codes. Following a preventative maintenance schedule will help extend the life of the emission system and maintain compliance with environmental regulations. In conclusion, the DTC P24C0 represents a critical malfunction concerning the canister changeover valve, impacting the vehicle's emissions control capabilities. Understanding the role of key components like the ELCM and the one-way valve is essential for effective diagnosis and resolution. Following detailed troubleshooting steps ensures a systematic approach, leading to accurate identification of the fault and necessary repairs. Implementing preventive measures and regular maintenance will help avoid future complications, ensuring that the vehicle continues to operate efficiently and within emissions regulations. Knowledge of these elements is not just beneficial for mechanics, but for vehicle owners in understanding how to care for their Honda CR-V effectively. Please like and subscribe to the channel See you next time.